Hi guys, my name is Ben Guilford. I'm the owner of the Melbourne Firebrick Company, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to use the oven door that comes with your wood-fired oven kit. It's a stainless steel door. It's got a lovely satin black finish on it, and there's two things that you can actually do with this door. One is we can put the door all the way in and seal the chamber off. The other is we can use it as what's called a draught door, and I'll explain a little bit more. Let's imagine that instead of a roaring blaze, fire's died down for the night, finished cooking all our food, we're done for the day, and we might want to use the oven tomorrow. So, for example, we might want to come back and bake a loaf of bread. If we leave the oven open, it'll cool right down. It'll probably come down below 100 degrees overnight because all the heat is escaping. However, if we put the door in and seal that chamber off, you can come back the next day to find that it's over 250 degrees still. And that's because we've kept all the heat in. This door is designed to be slightly bigger than that opening. It is meant to be this size because you tilt it forward, go all the way in, and seal off. Now we're not going to leave that there because put our fire out and we want to keep it burning at the moment. But that's how you use the door if you're wanting to, say you're wanting to bake a loaf of bread or do a long slow roast, or you just want to shut the oven down for the evening. You're going to tilt it forward and pop it all the way in to that opening and push it hard in against this face here, and that will seal that chamber off quite nicely. The other thing that we can use it for is what's called a draught door. Now we're in a beautiful, really quite protected area here. There's no wind, so there's no wind to sort of blow the smoke around, so all of the smoke is going up and out the chimney, which is great. However, a lot of our ovens are built in areas that are prone to gusts of wind, and you might find that you're getting some smoke, just wisps of smoke sort of billowing out the mouth of the oven, particularly when you first fire it. Because when you first fire it, the oven's cold and the flue's cold. And when the flue's cold, it's not drawing. So the smoke tends to billow everywhere and come out the mouth of the oven. You end up smelling of smoke, which is not really what everybody wants. So what we do is get the fire going, and then instead of putting the door all the way in, we're actually just going to put it across the front face of the oven, and we're going to leave an opening. The idea here is fresh air is getting drawn through this opening here, which is feeding the fire, but all of the smoke then gets directed up the chimney. It works really well. The other thing that it does for you is it reflects the radiant heat that was being lost out the door of the oven. It's actually reflecting it back into the oven, which is going to make the oven heat up more quickly because it's not losing heat out to the atmosphere. So two uses for your door. Number one is all the way in, seal the chamber off. Number two is your draught door. And if you really want to control the fire quite carefully, you can adjust it right down to just a small amount of air coming in, just like you'd adjust a wood heater, the vents on a wood heater. It's the same principle. We're regulating the amount of air that we're letting into the oven. Today we want to really get it up and going because we're planning on cooking some pizza later on. So we're going to give it plenty of room for fresh air to come in. So that's your door.